Mood swings are when a person's emotions shift quickly and intensely. It's like going from feeling super happy one moment to suddenly feeling sad or irritated. These changes can happen for various reasons like stress, hormonal changes, lack of sleep, or even certain medical conditions. Now, it's essential to manage mood swings by practicing self care, getting enough rest, exercising, and talking to someone you trust about how you're feeling. Remember, it's okay to feel a sort of emotions, but taking care of yourself is key. Hello and welcome to Inside Today. We're going to be looking at self care, mood swings, and what triggers it. I am Jumai Manson. I'm being joined by my colleague, another person, that Ramsey Enoch Agbo. Don't go anywhere. The program continues shortly. Stay tuned. All right, you're welcome back. And if you're just tuning in, it's Inside Today on Global Television. We're talking about emotional care, which is mood swings. And like I said, I'm talking to my colleague, Ramsey. I want to ask a question before we delve into what mood swings are all about and all of that. Who has more mood swings than the male or the female?
Oh, well, it's a pleasure to be on Insights today once again. I think that question has a safe answer. Mood swing is common with the women, but then sometimes it depends because sometimes temperament plays out.
Very true.
This can also happen in men too, but the control, men can control their mood swing than the women. So
are you sure?
Oftentimes it's common with. We're not talking about temperament. We're not talking about being temperamental. If it is being temperamental, who acts faster? I can say for the men. But for mood swing, they can just swing into a particular mood and say everything from now till tomorrow. They are there.
But I want to say something like men out there. I think I'll speak for the women since you're speaking for the men. Men have a way of triggering mood swings in women. Your attitude sometimes, some of you, not all, that's why I said some men, in quote and unquote. Some men just come in happy, the next moment they're sad. I know someone that she says that when her husband comes into the house, when he's happy, he expects everyone to be happy. Once he's sad or if he's feeling irritated, he wants everyone to be sad at the same time. That particular mood swing is not even healthy. It's so wrong because it affects the wife, the children, and everyone around him. What would you say about that?
The man has an issue, that needs treatment. And this is a psychological thing that transforms into emotions. So it's both psychological and emotional. So in a situation like that, what you should do is, what causes these triggers? What are the triggers? What are the things that makes this thing happen? Have you sat down? Have you carried out research? Have you investigated? Have you known what is responsible for this problem? The psychological aspect of it. What do you need to do to handle it? But any man who wants his own mood to override the mood of everyone in the house is not proper, it's not normal. But then it could be a misinterpretation, because I don't think there's any man that wants everybody to be sad when he is sad. But because maybe he is the man and he is the one who makes things happen in the house. Maybe he's the funny type. So whenever he comes to the house and he's happy, the fun is everywhere and everyone is feeling it. And somehow, you know how it is, joy to an extent is contagious. So when he's angry, there is a way this transmits to the people. That doesn't mean he's forcing everyone or wants everyone to be happy. But his mood has affected other people. But then there's a way this can actually be controlled, and how can that be done? It depends on the individual.
Very true.
How much of the man have you studied? What do you need to do to bring him out of this mood? It's a mood swing. It's a swing out and the
Swinging in.
You understand? So it's just like it's a button.
But let's talk about mood swing in marriage now. For instance, when it comes to marriage, when it comes to relationship, whereby you are so let me use addicted. You are so in love with this person. He's all around you, and she's all around you, and the next thing you know, over the years, it begins to dwindle down. Would you call that mood swing, or you say you're falling out of love with that person, or you just need time to rekindle that particular burning fire within?
These are two different things. We're talking about love affair here, and we're talking about
it's all emotions. Mood swings, but it's all emotions. It happens. You see someone in love with someone right now, in a relationship, in a marriage, and then the next thing the person starts acting weird.
That's not mood. Well,
that is mood. That is mood, Ramsey.
Let me explain. If you're in love with someone,
not really. Let's say
then at a particular point in time,
not even a particular point. Let's say
love begins to fade. You're no longer attached to the person the way you used to do. Sometimes the person will greet you. You answer at the top of your
let's say you're all nice to this person, for instance. Hello, hi, how you doing today? Fine. You act all jolly, and then in the evening, when he asks how you doing, fine, I'm busy. What do you call that?
Something must have happened.
No, let's say nothing happened at all.
You wouldn't know, but there can't be fire without a smoke. You won't know. And that's why I tell people, you don't run into conclusions. You need to ask questions. And there are ways questions are being asked to get the right answer. If you ask a particular question a particular way, you get a particular kind of answer. So questions are even, especially when it has to do with situations like that. You know, some persons will, what happened? Why you dey pack face for me? Wait, I do you. I make you first. I don't do you anything. No. See, there are ways these things are being handled. That I won't even call that a mood swing. That's an attitudinal change. The person is behaving. That is a behavioral pattern. Attitude. A change in behavioral pattern. That person's behavior is changing towards you, and you don't even know what you have.
But let me ask you, sorry to interject. I want to interject a bit, Ramsey. Does it happen when it has to do with hormones? Someone who is pregnant, for instance, you've been with that person, and she just, please, don't even. So what would you call that?
If the person is pregnant, it's a different thing.
But you as a partner, are you not supposed to understand that she needs self-care and love? And what if that self-care and love irritates her at that point?
This topic is going very wide now, because if I start talking about this nice,
it's mood swing, because there's so many things
all together. Because if you want to talk about mood swing in a pregnant woman, can happen. In fact, in one eye you can have 5 different kinds of mood swing.
that's the reaction I'm looking for.
They are reacting to the hormone. They are reacting to the hormone. But you who don't know, especially first pregnancy, you've not been with the woman before, you don't know how it happens. Okay, if you're not careful, there will be problems. And you know, when a woman is pregnant, she is less than a child.
Less than a child.
That's it.
I beg to differ.
Let me tell you what I mean. Let me tell you the definition.
Women are going to gang up on you.
What I mean is the way you treat that woman. You should even treat her better than the way you treat a child.
That's what I mean. What if she's with someone that doesn't have patience for such? How does she handle that balance?
Let me tell you something. That's why courtship is very necessary.
Okay.
And that's why certain things are supposed to be discussed. That's why you don't just jump into marriage. Marriage is not a wedding. Wedding is different from marriage. Wedding is a ceremony. You don't just get married because you have money.
But let me ask you another.
Because you are advancing age, you want to get.
But
married.
Wait a minute, Ramses.
There are things you need to know.
I want it. But is it right for me to prepare my mind when I'm going into marriage, or when he's going into marriage, that there's going to be mood swings along the line?
A lot of unforeseen circumstances. So you just get ready for the known and unknown.
Okay.
Because it will surely come. Your ability to handle it is what matters. your ability to not, okay, it's my fault, it's not, it's her fault, it's his fault, you know, all these these are the things that cause problems in marriages. Who to say I am sorry first?
Exactly.
Then talking about a pregnant woman severally, you need to treat them based on the current mood. She's happy just now. In the next few minutes, the mood has changed.
You know, I mentioned,
it's hormonal. See, she's responding to something. Sometimes they don't even know what they are doing.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Sometimes they don't know. Maybe after the pregnancy, the only one they will always know is, you get this one. No, I don't want this. Is this?
Yeah, the cravings.
The one that wants this. Now they don't want it. That's the one they can remember a little bit. But some of these traits, some of this behavior, some of this character, some of these swings and the rest, they may not even know it. So you need to. It's a school altogether. It's a school that you don't just go inside and say after 4 years I've graduated.
Okay.
It's a school that you're in and you're in forever.
Okay.
For pregnancy, the mood swing is a different level.
Okay.
When the pregnancy is over, after childbirth, the mood swing may. But people who have mood swing naturally, managing them is different from people who have mood swing based on circumstances and hormonal changes.
Imbalance. All right, great. And of course, my guest, no other person than Dr. Jerry Doka. He is a psychologist. He will be joining us in the next Insight Today that will be on Wednesday, and he will be telling us more and the medical aspects, how you can psychologically, how this affects an individual and how you can actually manage that. So at this point, we're going to go on a very quick break, and it's Insight Today. The program continues shortly. Stay tuned. Welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, it's Insight Today on Global Television, and of course my colleague has definitely broken down what self-care, mood swings, what it entails, from the marriage, from pregnancy to hormones, to individual differences. Now, at this point, you'd be wondering, how can I manage or recognize when it comes to mood swings, and how can I create that balance so I can have an amazing relationship with my loved ones, my family and friends? A lot of people have this particular issue. Like from the beginning of the intro, I mentioned that it could be caused by stress, hormonal changes, lack of sleep, or even some certain medical conditions. Now, you know, it's very essential that you can manage mood swings if you put your mind to it, if you realize that the individuals around you are not happy with this particular issue that is at hand. So it's very important that we recognize the triggers. Now, for those of us that are wondering the triggers, what actually will cause you to go into mood swings? Some people, Ramsey mentioned pregnancy can cause mood swings where you do not sleep, or anger issues, or a lot of things can cause mood swings. Now, the number one is recognize triggers. Now, identify what situations or events trigger your mood swings. Now, it could be an individual or a particular situation. Some people can have mood swings due to the fact that they have suffered something very, very grievous in their life. It could occur in that particular aspect, and for some, it could be pregnancy, it could be relationship, it could be marriage, can cause mood swings. Like I said, it's very important that we know how to manage this situation. Now, the second is maintain a routine. Stick to a regular daily routine to provide stability. It's very important that since you've recognized that you have a tendency of having mood swings, remember, it's in and out. It's a mood swing. It's not a stable condition. You can be okay now, and then next minute you can just go down the low or up on high. So it depends. So remember, stability is key and is very important. Now, practice mindfulness. Stay present and aware of your emotions without judgment. The first thing to know that healing occurs is knowing that you have a problem. Now, some might not understand that they have mood swings by their reactions. Your reactions can actually give you that trigger that you have a problem. So it's very important that you are mindful. Stay present and aware of your emotions, that you know that your emotions can change. Should try as much as possible to be in a positive state. Now, stay active. Exercise regularly to boost your mood and also to reduce stress. You know, for my preamble, I mentioned that mood swings can be caused through stress, so it's very important that you lighten up your mood. Very, very important. Like I said, exercise, stay with friends that are positive. You can run, go for a walk, go for a hike. It will definitely help. And if you love cooking, you can actually do that. For those of you that like to practice, you want to be creative when it comes to painting and all of that. That will help actually boost your mind and reduce stress. Now, get enough sleep. Now, aim for a consistent sleep schedule to support emotional well-being. From the preamble, you realize that mood swings can be caused by lack of sleep. If you do not sleep, you become cranky. You cannot function because the brain needs to rest. It's exhausted. So it's very important that you understand that consistent sleep schedule to support emotional well-being is key. Now, healthy diet. Eat balanced meals to keep your energy levels stable. And you might be wondering, Chuma, a healthy diet in this particular economy, you do not have to have so much money before you can eat a healthy diet. What happens to green vegetables and plantains? What happens to green vegetables and rice? What happens to green vegetables and spaghetti? So what are you saying? Just ensure that you have balanced meals, drink lots of water. Of course, that's my next. Stay hydrated. So when you eat a balanced diet, when it comes to your fruit, vegetables, fat and oil, you are good to go. Now, stay hydrated, drink plenty of water and stay refreshed. Do not compound yourself with colored drinks, bottled drinks or all of that. It's very important that you stay hydrated. Water is key. They say water is life, huh? Yes, it will help you to stay refreshed. It will help you to stay stable, and it will help you to stay focused. Now, limit caffeine and alcohol. For those of you that take a lot of coffee, you have to drop it because these things can worsen mood swings. So consume them in moderation. When it comes to caffeine, a lot of people love coffee, so please, you have to reduce coffee. You have to reduce things that are detriment to your health, and please, you have to understand that these particular moderations will help you keep that balance when it comes to maintaining a healthy self-care and removing the mood swing. Now, talk about your feelings. Now, it's very important that you find someone that you can trust. It's not everyone that you can actually share your feelings with. There's some who you will share your feelings with, and it will worsen this mood swing in which you have. You have to know that there are people out there that you can trust, support systems, someone that you've known for years that you can tell practically anything to. And you might be saying to yourself, Jumai, are you sure? There's some people that I do not know. There is that one person, believe me, that you can trust, that you can tell him or her anything about your feelings without being judged. So now you can share your emotions with a trusted friend or a therapist. It's very important that you seek help. Counseling will help. Now, journaling. Now, write down your thoughts and feelings to gain clarity. It's very important. Writing really helps for those of us that love to write. When you pen down everything that you think about your day's activities, it gives that relaxation. It helps you to breathe, to take a deep breath, and to know that that, hey, this is a sign of therapy. This is a sign of getting healthier and staying away from mood swing. Now, practice relaxation techniques. Deep breathing, moderation, or yoga can help calm your mind. It's very important that meditation, you can just sit down, or yoga. For those of us that are into yoga, it will help. Just cross your legs, sit down, and just close your eyes, and you'll be surprised the way it will calm you down. Now, don't forget to set boundaries. Learn to say no to commitments that may overwhelm you. Now, this is one issue that can cause mood swings. Sometimes do not be a people pleaser. Sometimes when you have to say yes to everything at the detriment of your self-worth. No, sometimes you should learn to say no. No, I cannot. No, it helps. It creates that balance for you to understand that you cannot overwhelm yourself with issue. Take breaks. Allow yourself to downtime, to recharge when needed. Yes, when you quit, it's not that you want to give up in life. It's because you're tired and you need to take a time out. So it's very important that you take breaks. Don't work yourself back to back. Take a breather. Relax. Sometimes use an hour, listen to music, calm your nerves, okay? You've worked so hard. You need to take it easy. Remember, health is key, and that's why you're having mood swings in and out. Now, engage in hobbies. Doing activities you enjoy can uplift your mood. For some, they love singing. For some, love listening to music. Some love swimming. Some love reading. So, activities you enjoy can really uplift your mood and takes you away from that negative mood swing. Okay, now seek professional help. If your mood swings significantly impact your daily life, consider therapy or counseling. Yes, if it's an everyday affair, every single time you go into mood swings, and then not just the positive kind of mood swing. There's no positive mood, it's just the negative. You're always at loggerheads, your spirit is low. Please seek help immediately, okay, for you to have that upliftment in your body. Now, limit screen time, reduce exposure to social media and news to avoid added stress. Yes, with the news making round, the economy, the high cost in electricity tariff, removal of fuel subsidy, it's enough to cause you to have anxiety and, of course, yes, mood swings. So you can limit your screen time and just listen to music. It will help. Express gratitude. Focus on positive aspects of your life to shift your perspective. Yes, some of us are not thankful enough. We do not thank God that we are alive. Yes, for that little thing in which you achieve. For you to eat 3 times or 2 times a day, you should give gratitude to God. We forget giving gratitude. That is why we are where we are. So it's very important that you know that it's not because you're deserving of it. It's because you're privileged to have what you have at that moment, and a lot of people wish they were where you are. So always be positive and always give thanks and avoid negativity, negative influence, people that will always complain, people that will never uplift your spirit. Please stay away. So it's better you surround yourself with supportive and positive people. Now, stay organized. Plan your tasks and prioritize to reduce overwhelmness. It's very important that you are organized. Scale of preference, I always say, is very important. You can be at the right place at the wrong time, and you can be at the wrong place at the right time. So it's very important that you prioritize your life. It's very important. Tasks, your journals, your meetings, please prioritize them and please plan. Very important. Now, learn stress management techniques. Practice techniques like progressive muscle relaxation, especially on the face. It will help. Get indoors, spend time in nature to boost your mood. Look at the beautiful things that God have made, and believe me, it will cause you to have sukha. Now, listen to music. I've mentioned that music can help calm, effect, and improve your mood. Laugh. A lot of people forget to laugh because of what is going on. Because you're having mood swings doesn't mean you shouldn't laugh. Relax, okay? Look at yourself and see how beautiful you are. Smile. It will help. Now, watch a funny movie or spend time with someone who makes you laugh. Yes, someone who makes you laugh. Someone who you know that you're comfortable around with. Now, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself during challenging times. It's very important. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge and celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Now, remember, everyone experiences mood swings differently. So find what works best for you and be patient with yourself as you navigate through them. Of course, mood swing is real, it's out there, but try as much as possible to manage it. Like I said, Dr. Jerry Udoka will be bringing in more light when it comes to the psychological aspect of mood swing next on the program on Wednesday, by the grace of God. All right, thank you all so much for being a part of Insight today. Hope you learned one or two. I'm sure you did. And thank you to my colleague Ramsey Enoch Agbo for throwing in one light when it comes to relationship and marriage. I am Jumai Manson. Thank you all so much for being there. Bye-bye.